right, so here he is, the #1 lightweight contender, and man, if that's not saying something, right? Got through the gauntlet at 155 pounds, made himself undeniable, and now tonight, TC, we find out what he has for the champion.
It long has been considered the deepest weight class in the UFC. So you know to get here is very tough. You have navigated the waters. You have done everything right. When it was time to press square, you press square. When it was time to press X, you press X. You better do it again tonight if you want to become the champion. There is no room for error as you try to win a UFC championship.
And no room for a 1-pound allowance. He was right on the number, 155 pounds, championship weight. Confidence is high that he will wrest the title away here tonight. Well, this place is absolutely deafening as the undisputed UFC lightweight champion makes the walk for his latest title defense. This is a huge fight, as big a fight as we can put together at 155 pounds, but the champion thinks it's going to be one-sided.
Yeah, skill for skill, he's one of the best fighters in the world. That's why when you look at the pound-for-pound rankings, you always see his name right amongst the top of the guys on the list. He has every skill in mixed martial arts, but I believe it's his mind that separates him from the rest. He has a skilled trap of a mind and believes, without a shadow of a doubt, that he's the best fighter in the world.
Yeah, he was carrying himself this week like a guy who knew something we didn't. We'll see just how one-sided this fight could be in a matter of moments. All right, folks, with that, I'm getting anxious. Both fighters have graced the octagon, ready to go here from a sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Our tale of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Drew Dober. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. Well, great to have you with us tonight from Bell Center here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And per capita, these people make as much noise for mixed martial arts as any fan base in the world, and obviously a very exciting atmosphere for the fighters in which to fight.
It's a great environment for the fighters. It's a great experience for the fans. There aren't many places in the world that fighters love to compete in more than the Bell Center in Montreal.
Nicely done as he lands a kick to the leg. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Fighting behind a nice jab.
All right, there's the leg kick. You expected he would employ them heavily here tonight, and maybe the boxer wants to go back to the sweet science after that.
Yeah, he wants to box, he wants to look pretty, but this is mixed martial arts. You have got to use all of your tools. And by throwing those kicks, you are showing that this is an evolution of the fight game. We ain't boxing the squared circle. This is a mixed martial arts fight. Beautiful job.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Nice job blocking that punch. Oh, nice. Nice.
Fast pace here in the early going. The Korean Superboy gets hit with a kick here. Let's see how he responds. Man, look at that jab right there. If he doesn't make some adjustments, Mommy's not going to recognize him. His nose is getting all swollen.
I mean, he's getting battered. He's taking him right on the face, too. He's trying to play catch-up. He's not moving his head in advance of the jab coming. This boxer is way too good to try to react to the shots opposed to getting the head up. Oh, big right hand.
Under 3 minutes to go in round one.
Punch over the top. So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Lands a jab. Oh, a huge block there. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land.
He's hurt. That guillotine is tight. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out. This is a terrible position.
Oh, another heavy shot gets through. Back to his feet. Under 2 minutes to go. Dober gets hit hard with that overhand.
It's so clear that the guy that's going forward is the guy that's successful.
Whiffs on the straight right hand.
Hold your ground. I need you to go forward.
Joy gets stung by that leg kick.
Oh, nice.
Dober's got a cut on the forehead. Yes, he's bleeding now, so some work for the cut man in between rounds if we get there. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Wow, looks as though huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oh, beautiful combination. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's...
Oh, he's in trouble. Back to the feet. Lands a nice jab there. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body. He hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Round two next. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, well, the cut man has got his work cut out for him, and I believe we have isolated the shot that caused that critical cut above the eye.
I mean, right above the eye, John. Too many damaging blows. He's got to change something because now every time he gets hit above the eye, the blood will start to leak in his eye, making it almost impossible to fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes.
Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Side kick lands for him there, champ.
A lot of times that is used to manage pace.
Nice. Nicely done.
Both tough, both durable, both unwilling to take a step backward. What a phenomenal fight.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are gonna have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just... The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut range.
Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but go finish the guy.
It seems like the guy's playing with his food. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his opponent. But he seems to be having fun, and hey, to each his own, I guess. I'd be rushing out of that octagon.
Yeah, you don't play with your food.
No.
Dober's really taking aim at that cut right now, and hard to blame him, right? They might even call in the ringside physician. He is continuing to target that area. Gets on the feet, his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. This guy got very bad with him. This is a crazy high pace.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. And now some distance as they pull apart. Back to the overhand right, not there. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the ball.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing. Stay at space. Oh, just opening up on him now. Ooh, what a punch.
Oh, powerful double leg takedown. Nice entry on that attempt. Dober gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground.
Oh, he got him again. Yeah, he hurt him real bad. He's still hurt.
And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low, but right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Oh, big knee to the body.
Nice level change.
Well, that overhand, big weapon for him throughout his career. It's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here.
Hurt him again.
Dober's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point.
Oh, landing some big shots, too. Uppercut. Ooh, nice leg kick.
Not the accuracy to land right there. His opponent's wobble chin.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Big shots being landed on both sides here.
Oh, my goodness.
Show me something. Let those hands go.
20 seconds to go, round two. Now some spacing as they exit the clinch. Oh, he's wobbled now. Dober's cut is getting worse. The cut man chomping at the bit to get in there. He'll have to wait for the break between rounds if we get there. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician.
Be aggressive. Don't be stupid.
All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done. He's got to continue down the path in order to make the cut worse.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round three of a possible 5. Well, an appreciative capacity crowd. crowd on its feet as this next round gets underway. That pre... Oh, man, that is a brutal combination. Dober gets up, he is back on the feet. Look for the break between rounds if we get there. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician.
Oh, my goodness.
hurt badly now.
Block that one.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
He's hurt again.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. He passes to half guard.
Oh, man, another strike gets through, and now things are critical. We got a lot of blood, folks. How about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in, and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. While the crowd continues to react with every passing land, but if you're the referee or even the corner, somebody's got to get involved, I would think.
Somebody's got to do something. It's getting very uncomfortable to watch this. And as the crowd gets excited, there's also a little bit of that,
yeah.
I don't want to see any more going on in their reactions.
Oh, big shots from the top.
Create a scramble. Let's go.
And now he's got the back.
That was a slick transition.
Dober's right back to the full mount here.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that a ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mountain, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Let's go. Get him off you. Get him off.
Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Dober's cut on his forehead is so bad at this point that maybe the doctor is going to come in here and take a look at it. He might even stop this fight. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Moving his head.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
You have to fight back.
Dober's got the full mount. Under 2 minutes to go in round 3. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
That's a lot of blood, man. I think I can smell the B-positive blood type from here.
Yeah, he's bleeding quite a bit right now, and the blood's going into the eye. He needed to address this early. Now he's about to have to go into survival mode. Oh.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
So I'm going to hit you, and then you hit me. Back and forth we go. This is one of the best fights I've called all year.
Yeah, one of the best fights. And the blood, the injuries only add to the intrigue. It only adds to who's going to continue down the path and get the hand raised. Both of these guys are so tough. They really have laid it on the line.
Oh, big shots here. Oh, big elbow.
Oh, boy, look at that gash.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Drew Dober. Oh, another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Waning seconds here of round number 3. Choi's in half guard now. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, so we're going to take a look back at some of the replays that caused all of this damage in that previous round.
These guys were going back and forth, both throwing real heavy strikes that really did a lot of damage to their opponent. It's an evenly matched fight, but one of them has to separate themselves if they're going to get the victory.
All right, so the cut men have done their work. Let us see who can survive as we get ready to start what could be our final round here tonight. All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's going to find himself in trouble.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, that's a huge connection there, DC. He is hurt.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Dober's an absolute mess. Referee might have caught an eye of the ringside position right there. They might stop this fight. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to... Hurt him again, bro.
Effective use of the jab there by Choi. Oh, man, you got to credit him for continuing to... Strikes are just brutal. Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position.
Now he's going full mount.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Close guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC.
He passed the half guard. And there you go, again, half guard.
Dober's back in full mount. Oh, he is masked in blood. I think I can actually pick out his blood type from here. Where's the doctor? Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 4. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
Hey, Scrabble, get up! Scrabble!
Choi's in half guard. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
This is where he wants to be.
Oh, big shots raining down. Trying to finish this fight. Takes his back. And very effective with the ground and pound. Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Drew Dober. Well, I don't think his corner is going to step in here, but maybe the referee will take a close look. I mean, that eye is disgusting.
His eye is done. He's been beat up. He got cut early in the fight, and he's just been targeted in that area. He has not made any changes to his defense, so he's continuing down this path. The doctor's going to take a look.
Right back.
Now he's got good body position. Yup.
Big shots landed by him now. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Hey, Scrabble, get up!
Choi's in half guard.
Getting them out here.
Choi's cheek is just fauceting blood all over his face, all over the canvas. Like, where's the ringside physician? Maybe time to call on the doctor. I don't know.
You need to fight back.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right?
Oh, he's got his back. Outstanding work with the ground and pound here by Dover. Oh, flatten him on his back there. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Drew Dover. 20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go. All right, so somewhat remarkably, we have made it to the end of the round. Both fighters have been cut up severely.
Yeah, and his corner's going to have some work to do on him. And for as bad as he looked, Johns, his opponent is as beat up as he is.
Right, I think that's part of the reason why the corner is not getting involved, because they feel like there has been a lot of damage sustained on the other side as well, as we look back at some of the replays.
I mean, these guys just beat each other up. Both of them landed beautiful strikes over the course of that round, landing damaging punch, landing damaging kicks. So many different attacks led to all the blood that we are seeing on these two fighters.
Gotta think the referee and the ringside physician are gonna be watching things closely as we begin this next round.
You ready? You ready? Good.
Fifth and final round. Nice punch by Choi. Punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing his shots.
He's doing it great. I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Oh, this one could be over soon. Shades of Robbie Lawler versus Rory McDonald as these athletes go toe-to-toe, both dealing with cuts and adversity and trying to fight through it. Absolutely incredible result.
So many people say they want to be a fighter. If I'm trying to convince somebody not to do it, I will show them this fight. This fight has been...
Oh, heavy shots raining down. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot...
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Dover's back in full mount.
He's got to start throwing down.
Come on now. You gotta get him back to the guard.
Choi's in half guard.
Nice transition.
Lands with the ground and pound.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Dover's has got full mount now. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra pop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you. This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
Oh, Herb Dean steps in.
Holy smokes.
What a fight. So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's gonna be on fire. How about it?
I mean, I'm just sitting here stunned, because to watch a young athlete have a performance like this was really amazing. The finishing instincts, his ability to close the show, it was next level. It was amazing, John.
Bruce Buffer now has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 23 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO and new UFC champion of the world, Drew Goldberg!
Well, tears of joy and hard to blame him. We have a new UFC lightweight champion. The celebration is on, and a life's mission comes to a head tonight as he gets it done.
He knew he was going to get it done. He told us all he would get it done. I am the